Akku here again. Welcome back to Feed the Beast Direwolf 1.7.10. First of all, I want to start by saying thank you very much to all subscribers. I am now over 10,000 subs, so it's a bit of a big milestone. It's kind of like the big milestone after 1,000 subs, I think, is getting to 10,000. So thank you very much. I'm doing a little bit of a Bevo start here, where I start with F1 pressed and my helmet off, looking at the camera. So, hello everybody, I hope you're doing well today, and yeah, let's carry on. So, thank you very much for all subs, new and old, and for supporting me and helping me enjoy doing what I do. Now, this, I've said it before, if you're new to my channel, you won't have heard me say it. I'll be playing games anyway. The fact that I record them actually means I play less, so it's actually good for me to record, because I've got a binge personality. I binge when I'm drinking, I binge when I play computer games. It's what I've always done. So YouTube's actually a control measure for me, because it takes time to do the videos. It actually means I play a little bit less, and that's actually good for me. So it's kind of like selfish motives for me to do this as well. The fact that it actually makes me enjoy the game more because I don't burn out so much and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm talking balls now. I want to start by saying I tried teleposing a Foundcraft ritual across here and it didn't work. It exploded. There's only one Foundcraft ritual I've found in this world, was down there. Oops, failed then, didn't I? It was down there, and it's never had any NPCs there. It's never had any of the cultists there. And I've done a bit of exploration. This map's been reset. The actual fog of war's been reset once. I've actually explored more than what's open there. I've not found any more. That one I tried bringing across. I used a teleposer with the 7x7x7 size focus, the big one there. So last episode I showed you how I moved the witches in the cages using the 5x5x5. I used a big one. Tried teleposing the full thing over here and it exploded, so that was no good. Just wanted to show you why this is here. I'll get rid of that now. So I've got an Eldritch Caps. It exploded like that when I tried teleposing it. What it's done though is it's made this an airy biome. So at some point I need to make an ethereal bloom, which should clear that up. But I've got a bit of dirty grass. Bit of dirty grass out front of my factory, which kind of looks, I don't know, factory-ish, but I might even leave it. But that's why the grass is dirty, if you was wondering. Now, I'll start the episode by doing getting through a couple of things that kind of need doing for automation, that I didn't want to do too much off camera. First of all, I've done a bit of auto crafting setup, and this is partly to teach myself what it was about, and partly just to get a couple of things done. I made some more cable, because obviously I've run cable everywhere. So rather than keep making this manually, I thought this was a good thing to start automating. So in here, what I've done is, in fact, if you look in here, this is a better way you can look at it. This interface terminal is really cool. You can actually see all your interfaces. So if you look here, that's a strong box. These are the strong boxes up. Yeah, these are the strong boxes up in the blood magic area. That is a strong box for the automation of these things, which I'm going to go show you in a minute. Not sure what nothing is. And the molecular assembly is the molecular assembly I've set up there. So basically I've set up patterns for, so these are these things, these encoded patterns. I've set them up for all the things that we need to get to the red smart cable and the red dense cable. Make patterns itself, that's all part of the dense cable stuff. And how to make the quartz seeds and the fluic seeds. And how to make quartz glass. So basically that's all I've done. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 patterns made, and they're spread across 4 assemblers. Each ME interface is across, so that's 9 slots, 9 slots, 9 slots. I'll show you this in a minute. It's really intuitive, and it's actually really good. I could, if I wanted to move that, I could just move it in here. It's now in a different ME interface up there, so I just moved it in the interface up there. This is a really nice terminal. And when you start doing any kind of auto crafting, you'll want this, because it helps you organise things a lot better. The other thing you need is this one. This is where you make the patterns, of course. So if I wanted to craft ME dense cable, shift click it in there. If I add the bits, you actually need the bits in there to make a pattern, even though it doesn't consume them to make the pattern. But that's how you make the patterns. And then you can either slot them in here, or you can go to where you want to put them in and put them in manually. So let's just make some cable. If I want another 64 of them, this I don't like. This should be in base 8. This should be 1, 8, 64, 512, I think. Not like that. I don't know. I always make things in 64 because it's the Minecraft way. I don't know if... So I need more nether quartz, okay. Quartz... So this bit's still manual. But I can chuck that in the sag mills there, and that should... Yeah, that should go, and that should come in here automatically. So let's try that again. Cable, give me 64. And that should have updated. Making a mess of things, aren't I? Let's just do 32, Christ. So it's available anyway, right, there we go. So, and now you can see it working in there. Because this has got the core processors, it's doing all the little bits beyond, and there you go, they're med. So that was med in the molecular assembler up here. So let's go and see this bit now. So it's in the mod workshops area. So this is my A room. So this is the molecular assembler, and as you can see, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 ME interfaces on it, and that's the interface you can see in the terminal down there. So if we look in these, you'll see that each one has got 3 or 2 items: 3, 3, 3, and 3. So there we go. That's what we just used to autocraft that cable that I just made down there. So this is connected to the ME network like everything else. And I've got room for another 2 of these, which gives me, I think, quite a good bit of capability for molecular crafting. So I have 4, 8, 12 ME interfaces, which is 108, is it? 108 pattern at the minute I could put in there. So that's what I've done for that. I shall make a couple more molecular interfaces. They're actually really simply to make. Really simple to make. Really simply. They're just formation core, annihilation core, bit of glass, and a crafting table. Very nice, very nice. So right, the other thing I've done is I've automated this. I can't think of a nicer way to automate this, to be honest. If you remember, I set this up to be kind of automated before, so that you chuck things in the chest and it did it for you. Now, with the simple addition of one ME interface with those 4 patterns in, and these are patterns that I showed you. Creates engineering processor with 1 diamond, 1 redstone, 1 silicon. Don't know why I took it out there for. But there we go. And on the back of this is a import bus that'll import completed things or charged status quartz. So basically, if I ask a system for charged status quartz, what's going to happen? So let's have a look at what quartz we've got. We've got 3,400 normal. We've got 65 set charged. I want another craftable. I want another 65, another 64 charged. Bam. Start. So basically what it's done is it's just dumped 64 status quartz into this chest, into this resonant strongbox. And because this is set up to, first of all, extract status quartz out of this. Status quartz gets extracted, gets put in the charger, because this has got a filter on it saying accept status quartz, and it's got a filter on the bottom saying take out charged status quartz. So that is automatically crafting charged status quartz. And it's only used 2 channels, one ME interface, one ME import bus. So I can, these are a remnant because of they was already made. But if I was to ask for some processors, then what this is going to do is going to send in the silicon, the redstone, and the raw material, whether it's gold, pure quartz, or what's the third thing that goes in there? Diamond. Using the filters on the Ender IO, that'll get sent to the right thing, and then once it gets put back in the resonant strongbox as a completed material, the ME interface takes it back. So there we go. That is fully automated processors, just using 2 channels, and I think it looks quite neat. I think there's a way to automate this. What I'm going to do it with is, I think, an open crate from Britannia to drop things into there. The only thing I don't know how to automate is how to turn these on and off just yet. I haven't really thought about that too much yet. I think I'm just going to have a golem here set to just pick up finished ones, because a golem set to gather, you can filter what he picks up, so he'll only pick up the completed ones, I think. So yeah, there we go. You can put one of the upgrades, makes it so that he so that the golems look after MBT data. It's not a very techy solution though, so I might try to think of something else, but I might do that anyway. So that's what I've done up there. A couple of other things I want to do before I get on doing anything else. I should show you down here, by the way, just as we pass. I've did a little bit of building work in here. If you may have seen, I did a little video just to show off the funky automotion. I made a throne just because blood for the blood throne, skulls for the skull throne. I wanted somewhere to start the video from, so I thought a throne would go nice down here. It's rusty factory blocks, bloodstone bricks, some skulls, iron spikes, some mini cages that won't actually fit anything in, but I think that they kind of look alright, and a bit of nitro thrown about. So there's my skull throne. Now I wanted to make it, I was going to do the full area in black, but it was taking a while. I've been equal trading it. If we come out the side, how can I get out of there easily without breaking anything? I can drop through here. There we go. A couple of things I was doing. One is I thought about making that look like blood pouring down. So that's the edge of the box where the funky locomotion stuff's underneath. So that was one thing I was doing. And then I thought about making skyblocks, skyblocking the whole area. Apparently these can cause lag though. But I've skyblocked this bit, so this is actual flow. When we go back up, you'll see it. It's a bit mind-blowing building with this. I know it gave Poppy a real big headache when he was building with it on the Resident Rise server. So I decided against making it always like skyblocks. So I started equal trading all the walls for black sandstone, black cobblestone, smooth black stone even. So it's smooth stone around ink sacks, makes you this stuff. So I've been doing that. I need to upgrade my one focus though to make it a bit better. And I'm kind of waiting for the Foundcraft update, so I've got the new one focus upgrading system in before I do that. Because any enchants I put on a one focus now, as soon as that upgrade comes in, that new version, then they'll get wiped off anyway. So I started doing all the walls, but I got bored of that, so I just made some walls closer in for now. So there's some close walls in here that I will eventually take out once I do all the outer walls. And this is the sky block, so it looks like void from above it. It's kind of nice. You get a little fade if you come quite flat on it. It's kind of nice because mobs can't spawn on it, so it's like glass. So it's just like black glass. If it does cause lag though, I might change it for something else. But there we go. That's what I did down here. And yeah, I think that's all I did. I've actually ended up, because I've had to make a few takes of that funky automotion video. I've got about 4 of these blood orbs now. I've got 1 in there, 2 in there, and 1 up in the ME network. So there we go. Right, I just wanted to quickly show you that so you know the score with what's changed down there. A couple of things I want to do next is I need to start thinking about getting resources in again. So there's a couple of things I want to set up here. One is I want a couple of filters, and I've got non-med, so let's make a couple of the advanced item filters from Ender.io. I'm just going to manually make this stuff for now. 1, 2. I want one of them in here. That's already got one in. Oh, fail. That's already got one in. I actually need 2 of them because I want to upgrade these to the advanced item filters anyway. So there's a nice little fail. Lovely. They'll come in handy, I am sure. So we've got filters in them, so that's good. I've got speed upgrading that one. I don't think I've got in that one yet. No, not yet. I don't know if I need them in there. Okay, that's okay then. So I want an ME interface and I want a ME storage bus. That's what we'll make. Will that Farmium? 38 pages. Yeah, that Farmium, that's cool. So ME import bus. Import bus, is that what I want? Is that what I want? Let me have a quick think of what I actually want here. Okay then, so I'm not actually sure this is going to work, but I'm going to try to have an ME interface first, and then I may have to make it into a chest and an ME interface. I don't know, I might have to have an inventory in between, I'm not sure. But I'm making a storage bus as well. Well, the storage bus is going to be for my trash. Now, again, this is something I'd like to change, but I've done a few Magic episodes, so I don't know if I'm going to do it just yet. What I want to do is, that's actually connected to the network, I don't want it to be just yet. So I'm going to break that cable that's under there, because I want to make sure nothing gets sent into this trash can. There we go. So what I'll do is I want an ME storage bus on there, and the first thing I want to do with that ME storage bus is I want to set its priority to be lower than everything else. So I want to set that to, I'm going to go safe and go to -10. So that's a lower priority than anything else, so anything coming into the system will go anywhere before it can go to there. It's a little bit dangerous, because if you end up with, this is my overflow one, it's got 59 items in. If I went to more than 63, no, saying that, it's not dangerous at all, I'm talking balls. Because we're going to have, oh look at that, I need upgrades in it. We're going to have things in here that will be allowed to go in here, but only when there's nowhere else for them to go. Basically what I'm setting is an auto trash thing here. So we have a trash can on top of that, and you should be able to access it. You should be able to click on it from above, which is a bit tricky. But I don't know if you actually can in this new version. Let's have a look. No, maybe not. This maybe isn't the best idea. But there we go. What I'll do is things that I want to throw away that we're getting from the resource gathering, which we may not even have many of because I'm going to use laser drills. You set in there, and then when I come into the system, yeah, I don't think it's a good way of doing it. I'm just making a mess of everything. This is the other thing that I was going to change. What I want is, what's going on here? Everything, there we go. That off there. What I actually want to do with this is I want to make it an ME interface, and I want to see if an ME interface will feed in. So that actually wants to be underneath there. So there we go. I want to see if an ME interface will join into a cable. Okay, that goes there, and then I'll connect that to one of these LANs. And basically what we're going to have is, that looks like it's connected alright, doesn't it? Yeah. So that's going to need speed upgrades. Can it have speed upgrades? I'm not sure. Can I have, no, it cannot have speed upgrades. Maybe don't need them then. So things going to there should put things into the system. So we can test that. Let's test that by actually connecting this up. So I want to break that. Yeah, I want to get a ME cable like that. Actually, I've crafted them Certus quartz, them charged Certus quartz, so we should have 128 in now. And we've got 129 in, yeah, do 65 won't they? So that's right. So that auto crafting worked nicely. This bit is going a little less organised. So that is now connected to the network. I want to set that to insert, and so if we set this at the minute to whitelist anything, that cobble should go into the network. So yeah, cobble, and of course that needs to be set to always be active. And there we go. So that cobble should be going in there. Well, I'm not going to actually see it going in. There we are, look, there we go. So the way I'm going to have this set is I'm going to have a black list on this one with all the ores in. I'm going to have a white list on this one with all the ores in. And this one is going to get connected into this line here. So I'm going to go like this, connect it there, and then there, and then put facades over the top of that. So conduit facades. So now that one is connected into this LAN, and this LAN, as you may or may not know, comes across here. It's a bit untidy, but it comes across here and goes, and where this actually goes is a little bit weird where this one goes. This one goes and feeds up into the system. I'm really failing at everything. This one goes and feeds up into this, and it feeds into that cable network. So if we look at it with a Yeti wrench, we should be able to see. There we go. That feeds. That's that item conduit, and that feeds into where the power line's in, and then that goes across all the separate rooms from here. So that's my feed in to the Ender IO system from the control room over here. So now all I need to do is get some ores. So I'm going to start by doing a little quarry in the deep dark, and we'll see how this thing works. Okay, then here in the Underdark, just setting up a little quarry, and if you remember, it's been a while since it's been here, so I thought I'd show you. I've got a little Ender quarry in here, and it's got no upgrades on it at the minute. I've got my Tesseract underneath there, Ender quarry, and that's working away, 263 blocks. Get off me. Dickheads everywhere. And I'm just doing a little quarry, it goes out to here, and as you can see, it's working away there, making the dirt, and it goes over to where that creeper is over there. So that's where we're getting our stuff from. I've got milk there because I kept getting poisoned when I was in here before. See, there's a little block of milk there. That brings me right into here. So what we should be getting now is, yeah, we're getting stuff in here. So what I need to do is, my inventory's going to get real messy here. All the ores I want to place into here. So what we've got copper. I always do these in the same order to keep my head around it. Tin, so then I know what I'm missing. Iron, I'll go gold next, silver, and lead, and ferrous, and aluminium, and then I'll see what else we get. Only 10 things might be an issue here. That's whitelisted. It goes to the white channel, which is into the sag mills. We can activate that, and that. Oops, I don't want to do that. Damn it. Failed already. What I also want to do is put the same things in here on the blacklist. So iron, silver, lead, ferrous, aluminium. So I need copper, tin, and gold. There's gold. You tin? No, I haven't got any tin yet. That's going to fill up quick, isn't it? Christ. Gold in both of them. I need some copper and some tin. Come on, don't let me down. Don't let me down, innit? Let's clear a bit of space for some copper and tin. I'll be back when I've got some copper and tin in there. There we go then, got some copper and some tin. So got them in that side, need them in that side. Also got some uranium in there, so that's another slot filled. And I guess the last slot's going to be yellowite. So as soon as I get some yellowite, that'll be in there. And we'll see what else fits. Well, I might need more capability on this. So if we turn that on, always active. And then if we turn that on, it's always active, blacklisted. Then things should go to both sides. Now what I do need is some speed upgrades on that side, don't I? Have I got any in here? I've got 11. That's good enough for now. 1, 2, 3, 4. It turns out I can make 15. So full speed upgrades on that side as well. So what we should see is this thing clearing out nicely. And what we should see up here is these guys getting fed with any resource that comes into the system. So what happens is that white channel should send things into here. That trash can's not connected, so I'm confident. There we go. So you see something in there real quick. The capability of this is much more than what we're putting in it. So you're going to see little flashes of stuff coming in. But basically, the white channel from down there sends things into this resonant and the strongbox. Orange channel out of there. This has got 15 upgrades on it as well. Sends things into all these orange marked sag mills. From there, they come out of this on the magenta channel. Magenta channel comes into the conduit network and into this strongbox. I wanted strongboxes so I can put other stuff in as well. There's a method to putting them straight in. This lets me put things into the strongboxes down there because it gives them somewhere to go. From here, it's light blue. I think it's light blue. Sends them into all the furnaces, and there you go. It's got some uranium, so that must have been uranium. I wonder if the MBT data takes. yeah, or dictionary. I'll take Yellorium or uranium water, so I won't need to put Yellorium in there. And then from there, it goes into the green channel, which is of course back into the ME network. So that is automated. That's the query automated. The only thing that we've got issue with is anything that comes in there that we don't have a place for. Now there shouldn't be too much stuff we don't have a place for. I don't know if it eats chests and stuff. Everything else. Oh, there we go. Bees is a thing we don't have room for. So where the bees go? That's 63. Look, so I've got an issue now because I don't know where bees are going. What I need to do is add some more things to the filters here. So I'll cut camera again. I'll get some more stuff put into these partitioned ones. So if you look in this unpartitioned one, it's just a mess of stuff. And bees are probably in there. Yeah, they are. Look. So I need to tidy this one up a bit. I need to make a blood magic one for stuff, and some other stuff. So I'll get that. I'll get some more partitioning done. Right then, I've had a little bit of room in here, so now it's got 35 item types in. I have added a couple of extra cells. I've got one called A crafted and one called Ender IO crafted, and that's got all the stuff in that's Ender IO or A crafted. So I'll quickly show you one of them inside the workbench here, just to show you what kind of things are in there. So that's like all the A crafted stuff, all the intermediate stuff there will be going to this 4K cell. Now, I might have to upgrade these to 64K cells, depending on how much stock of components I hold. There's one for that and one for Ender IO. I've not put everything in there, but I'll build them up as I go. It's a little bit fiddly, if I'm being honest, but like for example, well, that's pretty much everything out of there. I have got an issue that tin ingots. You know, a few days ago, a few episodes back, I said about the audio dictionary changed the IC2 stuff. It seems to have gone back to the thermal expansion stuff now, so I don't know what's going on there. I've just stopped this at the minute because I wanted to show you it in full action. I've just set this up. So what I've done is I've actually put this storage bus back to 0. This actually needs to be a higher priority than this one, because this one is not partitioned at all. Then things will not go into there. So this one is on -1. What I should actually do is put that one to -11. I'll put that back to -10. There we go. So as you can see now, cobble is going in here because if we're looking here at cobble, it's got 33k. Now it's got 33k because I have got a cell somewhere that accepts cobble. Not sure which one it is, but it's a 4k cell, and a 4k cell is 32,000 and ish, 32,000 stuff. So I've got a full cell of cobble, and I don't want any more. So what it's doing is, because this is set to cobble, but it's a lower priority than the cell, then cobble is going to here. So what I can do now is I can break that block. I can make a mess. I can trash can on there. And now any cobble going into the system above 32,000. So let's have a look at cobble again. That should stay on a pretty much exact number. There we go, look. So 32,548 is a 4K cell full of cobble, so no more's going in there. So that is working nicely. What I want to do now while I'm here quickly is just add a couple of things to blocks. So this is how I'm adding stuff to the cells. So I've got a cell there that's got loads of random blocks and stuff in. I want to add clay blocks and glowstone blocks to that. So that's added, and now I'll chuck them back in there. I'll put this in here, set to bring things out of the ME network into the cell. You just added a couple of things there, you see. And what that did was it pulled them blocks that I've added out of there and into there. So they're now in the blocks cell. So that's kind of how you get a nice big network and keep it tidy. So it's kind of a bit of housekeeping. It's a bit fiddly, but it's I quite enjoy playing with it. Yeah, the reason why I've got this over here is because I was changing them back to thermal expansion. What I've done instead though is I've just made it so that just both types of copper can be accepted into that. I need to do the same with tin actually. If you look in here, my tin is coming into here. That's a fresh tin we've just quarried. So if I go like that, bang that in there, and let this accept both types of tin. I could have put a fuzzy bus in there, but it's just easier doing this, if I'm being honest. And at some point I'll work out exactly which one we want in there, and I'll tidy that up. That wants to go back in there, and Let's go in there. So there we go. So we've got 2 types of tin, we've got 2 types of copper, but they're in themselves. So I can actually, I will sort them out into the right one. Now I kind of know which one is getting put out. So there we go. All we've got in there at the minute is ours, because I've turned this off. So I want to turn this back on now. I want to see what kind of action we get up here. I want to see what kind of, in fact, let's do it like that. Ingot. So we should see things coming up. So there we go, iron's coming up. So numbers coming up means is a good thing, because that means my system's working. So there we go, we've automated our quarrying through that bit up there, and that's vastly, let's say that can handle a lot more. That should be able to handle all the laser drills. What we're going to get with the laser drills is stuff like diamond, emerald, all that stuff is going to come in block form. So I'm going to have the blocks going into the A network and then coming out somewhere else, because we're going to have to feed them to block smashers, I think, to sort that out. So that's something to look forward to. Right, so let's have a look what we're doing here. Laser drills is something I need to work towards. Thermocraft crystallizer, something I need to work towards. Machinery automation, that's kind of what this episode's been about. Yeah, it's pretty much all that this episode's been about, really, isn't it? So I've got on with stuff that I need to get on with. So now we can safely bring materials in, and we've started doing the auto crafting as well, haven't I? So yeah, I've done a little bit in this episode, but it's not really. I don't know if it's worth an episode, but it's stuff I needed doing, and I didn't want to do it all off camera. So I hope you understand that. I am going to wrap it up there because I've got nothing prepped next. What I'm going to do is start working towards laser drills. So let's have a look at them before I go. Need a couple of things for these. We need the pre-chargers. You have 4 pre-chargers per laser drill. It's all pretty straightforward. Something I need to set up is liquid glowstone, so I might as well automate that while I'm setting it up. I've not automated the liquids thermal expansion room yet, so I'll probably do that between episodes and then talk through it next episode. So that's something I need. I also need this stuff, pink slime. Pink slime we get from the pink slime balls, which come from the slaughterhouse. So I need to set up my cow farm again, or some kind of animal farm, and send things through a slaughterhouse. So I need to get that set up as well for pink slimes. So that's for the pre-chargers. And I'll get one of these made and set up, then I'll make one on camera, and then I'll make the other 6, because I'm going to have 8 of these, and so 8 sets of these. The laser drill itself is pretty straightforward. It just needs more of the glowstone stuff and some basic bits. So it's pretty straightforward to set up, and it'll be pretty straightforward to power. So that is something I'm going to get on with next, I think. So after that techie episode, I'm going to move on to Thermocraft crystallizer. At the minute I am binning this cobble length now, and I should be binning some other stuff. I don't actually want to bin stuff. I might as well turn it into Thermocraft crystals rather than bin it. So I'm going to start binning all my waste. I'm going to start transferring all my waste into Thermocraft crystals. So that'll be the episode after next probably. And yeah, we'll get on with some other stuff. One last thing, I want to tidy that floor up there. What I can do is, I made some things called cable anchors. There they are. Cable anchors, just your quartz cutting knife and any ingot will make you some cable anchors. And you put them around the Tyrian block. There we go, Tyrian. Gets you some cable facades for E2. Apparently that's the first one I made on this server. Oh. And now if I click on there, I'm going to fail. If I pick that up a second, click on that, there we go, it tidies around the edge of that ME thing. The way I've done it, I've used normal covers and stuff when I've been covering the walls around here. So that's the proper way you're meant to do it. So cable facade, that item there needs to be added into the AE crafted stuff, I guess. So I shall do that, and I shall add it in there. There we go. And then put that cell back. And then now that will go in there and not take up a space in my, what I call my junk chest. And my junk chest shouldn't have that. I don't want bees. I've got a chest full of bees. I've got a little resonant strongbox full of bees somewhere. So I'm going to add bees to that. And now I'm not going to click that, am I? Because I put that cover on it. I am so full of fail. I need access. That has not got a block under it, has it? A cover or anything. Or has it? Yeah, it has. Oh, I suck so much, honest. Right, I'll wait this out before next episode. I need to be able to get into that storage bus, don't I? I probably need it so I can actually touch it. I'll change things around, show you next episode, hopefully. Thank you, as always, for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. It's a little bit disjointed, but like I said, things needed to get done. I'll see you next time. Cheers. Bye. Okay, I couldn't leave it like that. What I've done is I've moved these up one, and I've added a carpenter's trapdoor there, so I can just drop down and get the bottom of this. So what I can put in this now is I put bees in there, so now any bees that come into the system should, because they've got nowhere else to go, should not go in here. What's come in here for? So that is an issue. That should not come in here. I'm going to get rid of arrows as well, because I don't want arrows coming in. And everything else can stay in there for now. Let me try that again with a bee. What I'm going to have to put in here is all the capacity cards. We'll see what cards these can take. Inverter, fuzzy, or capacity is what the storage cell can take. So I'm going to fill that. How many can it have? The storage bus can have 5, so I'm going to have 5 there. So that'll fill all the rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I just have this really big. Yeah, that's Rocky Princess is in there. I may need fuzzy to take that. Let's have a look. So arrows should be gone up the system. Yeah, oh, and the princess is gone now. Cool. So there we go. Just double checking there. No princess and no arrows. Cool. Sorted. And then eventually, once we get that crystallizer set up, I can just change this trash can for a ender chest, or I can make it so that that is connected straight to the network up there somewhere. So I'll just move that storage bus and fasten it onto the input chest up there. Sorted. See you next time. Cheers. Bye.